Good evening! It is January the 25th, a Tuesday. It is currently 8 o'clock at night. I did remember, and I am making a video at 8 o'clock at night. I wanted to let you guys know that I started classes. Thus far they seem like they're going to be really good, or most of them seem like they're going to be really good. I have a French 202 class, which is going to be a review of everything I did in French 201 for the first couple of months, which I'm a little nervous about because, as you guys know, once I get bored, I stop paying attention and there goes my grade. Hopefully that won't be too much of a problem, but we'll see what happens. My other class, I have British Literature 2, which should be a lot of interesting material. It's a follow-up to the British Literature class I took probably like a year ago, and I really enjoyed what we did in that course, so I'm hoping I'll enjoy what we did in this one too, in this one as well. We're going to be covering a lot of like really important literature from these time periods. It's going to cover like excuse me. The time period it's going to be covering is somewhere around like we're starting somewhere around like the American and French revolutions, and a lot of the literature we're going to be addressing, or a lot of the literature that we're going to be studying, addresses the issues of government and law by the people and anarchy and freedom, and what do you do with this and what do you do with that, and how do we deal with all these new things. So it should be really, really interesting. At least I hope so. Today I had my creative writing forms of fiction class, which should be very interesting. I'm kind of excited about it. I'm nervous because we're going to be, once again, working with short stories and shorter material, which you guys are well aware I'm not as good at writing. Although I've never finished a novel, so I guess I can't say that I'm good at novels either. It should be a lot of fun. There's some really interesting things, and the teacher's pretty interesting. Then I have 19th century American literature, which is going to be a really interesting course because the professor is kind of a new professor, but he's young and he's very interested in his subject, and he's actually very, very interesting himself as a person, which is always useful. He actually broke down the 19th century American literature name and kind of threw it out the window because we're not really starting in 19th century. And we're not doing American literature because at this time frame, the idea of an American was very foreign. And something about, I forget what he said about literature, but we're not even studying like popular books of the era. It's a lot of like if you would, B literature books. So it's going to be really interesting, and I can't wait. That's pretty much it so far. I gotta pick a song for class voice, but that shouldn't be too hard. We'll see how the semester goes. I've already had a freak out about my thesis, but other than that, it should be okay. I hope you guys are doing well. Stay warm and be careful of all the ice and snow. I know we're getting a ton out here. Watch yourselves, and I'll see you tomorrow.